Hello and good whatever applies to you. Today we're going to be doing the Destiny 2 beta. And here's where I compare the first Destinies. Destiny 1 and Destiny 2's beta. Destiny 1, you got to run around in most of the starter area. It was really good about giving you an impression of what the game was like. And once you did the beta, you actually got stuff. You made your character. And that would get carried over to the game when it came out. This one, it literally gives you a pre-built character with the ship. And it gives you one mission, one spire, and some PvP stuff. That's it. To me, that is... I don't know anymore. I am not a fan of this beta compared to the first one. They seriously set the standard very high for themselves. With the first game's beta, so it kind of lacks in comparison. And should we do that all over again with the Hunter? Or should we try to do the inverted spire? Let's see how long. We got about 15 minutes before we hit 50 minutes. Around that anyway, so let's see if we can do the inverted spire in that time, or if we can even get a group for that in that time. And what is this? This is probably like last day you could play beta anyway. Last time I tried to do this with the Warlock, it basically dropped me off at the last boss. Like, I mean seriously, just give us like available to make like clan bases somewhere in the world, or hell, even give us an asteroid to mine out and put a base in. Love of God. And put in ship combat. I know Warframe doesn't have ship combat, and I'm not, but it has arc wings, which is spatial combat. So their ships don't even have weapons. Look at that. I see weapons on that Titan ship.
Welcome to Nessus. This planet is crawling with Vex. The Red Legion is set in cruise. We need to know why. Failsafe, are you online?
Commander, your favorite AI is primed and ready. I have prepared backdoors into several key Vex systems. We have detected a series of seismic disruptions. The Cabal may be responsible.
We need to know what we're dealing with. Yours are the boots on the ground, Guardian.
Like, look, I'm saying basically clans, make them, actually a thing. Like, okay, make literally either in-world bases on the planets you visit, or asteroids you can mine out, and make crafting stations that you can use to craft the modifications that you put in the guns. Instead of having randomized gun values and abilities, make those things modifications. So you drop the guns can be randomized, but they won't have specific abilities or things on them. You just put the modifications, and then like particular legendaries or something will have specific modifications for them, but they'll also have those slots open. So you can choose and either find the specific modification you want through the RNG, or you can join a clan, do the research and everything, so you can make the modification and then craft it with like the splint metal and stuff that you collected in the worlds. You know? Like, cut out the RNG a little bit. And I don't have a lot of mobility, so this might be a problem for me.
Oh look,
You know,
Look, it's a
people
big
hate
sealed waterfall.
excessive
Can we
RNG.
stop and... Aw.
No, I personally hate it. I'm sure people watching this right now, if anyone watches this, hates it. Oh, this strike is okay so far. Yeah, so I honestly just got tired of basically Destiny taking away everything I love, every expansion and change. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the changes great, some of them weren't, some of them were. Yeah, I'm not gonna judge. Oh. Okay, note to self. This thing is not high enough to take those on. I still kind of miss Destiny. But I never got Lord of Wolves and I deleted it from my PS4, so let's not bring it back. It doesn't feel like Bungie learned from their mistakes. I don't know if like Activision has like their boots on Bungie's throats or something, but this doesn't feel like what Bungie is fully capable of from what I remember of Halo. And I know they made other games besides Halo, but I never had a PC, so yeah, I've never been able to play or even look at those games. This doesn't feel... This feels like Bungie, but somebody put a gun to their head. That's basically what this feels like to me. And I mean, you see a lot of the things from Halo Reach in this too, you know? I mean, I honestly thought Halo Reach was be like the test case, you know? They had the space combat and everything, they had...
Let's see how the Red Legion plans to kill you to build the gun.
Like, I would have thought it would have been hilarious if they added in like some of those combat robots as actual minions to have under you like a little fire team selection, like they did in Halo Reach. Shield, I still have problems with it. Hey, it's 12 a.m. and I'm actually still awake. Secret to staying awake: sit on very uncomfortable chair.
Possibly be drilling for.
Friendly query. What have you done to attract such hostile species to my planet?
Destiny needed less RNG, basically. Like, I know I'm saying Warframe again, but look, with Warframe, yes, there's RNG. There's a lot of it. RNG determines pretty much everything. But you know specifically what you're gonna get at certain times. Like, you know this boss is going to drop the parts for this Warframe. You know, so I know if I do this enough, I will eventually get that Warframe. And I'll probably be able to do it in a day. Destiny does not have that. It does not have a certainty that you will get things. Like, for the love of God, I tried at first so hard to get the Monte Carlo for the melee build I was working on for my Titan, and I never got it from the Vault of Glass when I was doing it. And then, during one of the expansions, they gave everyone an exotic. They gave me the Monte Carlo after I was done with that build because I realized melee doesn't scale. Yeah, punching people doesn't scale. See, that's another thing they need to do. You could have, if you did the modification thing I was talking about, you could make modifications that would allow things like your punches to scale. Modifications you can put in armor to make punches scale. Like, just load up your gauntlets full of melee damage does extra damage melee attacks do extra damage modifications. I personally think games just focus a little too much on balance these days. That's honestly why I stopped with World of Warcraft, but again, don't get me... I'm not gonna get myself started, because then I won't stop. Can we have some of those wild beasts? Those things look kind of adorable. I mean, look. It looked like you could pet it if it wasn't trying to rip your face off. Wait, yeah, are they all just dancing on a rock over there? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, God. This is nice. This is pretty cool. This is a really cool strike. Craters everywhere, rabid dogs trying to kill you. I like this.
Zavala, looks like the drills are manned by a full battalion of Cabal.
A full battalion? What is that to you, who have slain gods in the heart of the Black Garden?
Yeah, really not much. Then again, it may be much. It may be much. I do like this assault rifle though, so... I mean, shit. Now, the real question. Would I get Destiny 2? I honestly, I don't know. I really don't. I might ask for it for Christmas, or I might just wait until it comes out with a pack with all the expansions and it's worth only $30. And by that time, the community will either be dead or filled only with diehard players. It would probably kill me. Just slit my throat in my sleep for my current opinions on Destiny. Oh man, when I used to use the magnetic grenades in PvP, I realized Warlocks, some people figured out how to get around the second shot, because if they jumped fast enough, they wouldn't get hit by the second blast. It was like, damn.
research army. There's so many of them.
Man, let me.
We still need to know what they're looking for. Brace
What
yourselves.
exactly are the controls? Press L1 to perform. Oh, L1 shield throw. Okay. Let's just say this, I will never touch Anthem. Alright, I am boycotting that shit. They sacrificed my beloved Mass Effect just so they can make Anthem. They expect me to play Anthem. They're fucking crazy. I ain't touching that shit. I don't care if it's great. I don't care if it just blows everything else out of the water. I'm not touching it. It's what they did to fucking Mass Effect, just to make it. You know, Destiny was probably the only game I was actually decent in the PvP in. I actually got decent because I wanted the wolf farmer from the Iron Banner. So eventually I actually got decent doing that all the time. I actually like the new exotic assault rifle for Titans. A lot better than that, what was it, Last Resort or something thing. A lot more interesting. That's a shame they got rid of heavy machine guns. I do like the grenade launchers though. Good middle ground.
I think it's right?
Oh. Alright, that's the timer. Now, wherever my cell phone is, right in my lap. Okay. I am definitely not blind. Ah. And I just bought myself an extra 16 minutes. Oh god, now I have to edit this stuff. It's already 12 a.m. Fuck it, I'll just do it tomorrow. In the morning. I mean, basically, if they had changed around secondary and heavy weapons, like I said, where instead of two different sections, like, this would all be just one large section, and you could just put them in either one, you know? Then I would have put swords in secondary, sniper rifles in heavy, and then assault rifles in the primary. It would have been such a wonderful combo. Or hell, if they made a primary sword, I would have been so happy. Like, they could make a dual hand, like a two dagger sort of primary sword thing that just does kinetic damage. It's literally just two short swords that you dual wield. That would be incredible. Damn, these guys really starting to piss me off. Wait, am I literally doing almost all the work in this
Are
mission?
you sure about this?
Fuck! Oh god, I knew I should have moved something up earlier. Oh well. I just got crushed underneath the whole drill setup. Oh! Oh, that's funny! Now I think this guy's probably gonna die. Yep. Done. Oh shit, I've been doing all the work! What the fuck? Really? You died from that? I mean, really? Honestly, right now I'm actually preferring the Warlock to the Titan, which is surprising considering it was the opposite in the first Destiny game. I actually like the Titan a lot more than the Warlock. But now with the sword thing and the circle ability, the Warlock is actually really good now. It's more my playstyle. Oh, that missed the mark. They actually do something this time.
Are you sure about this?
Wait, let me see what the this thing can actually do. Oh no, I see a difference. Okay. It's okay, Ghost. I'll do what I can to make sure you live through this. Oh man, this is pretty cool though. Yeah, I mean, I just hope that raid bosses, they put damage caps or something so that you don't have to have a specific loadout, otherwise no one will invite you to a raid. Please. I might not play Destiny myself for a very long time, but I still want to see it succeed. Destiny 2. Yep, last time I tried to do this, this is literally where it spawned me in. Right here. Kinda sad that I don't see levels anymore. And this is not a long distance weapon, but my long distance weapon, my primary weapon, for some reason has no ammo. Probably because it runs through it at a ridiculously fast rate.
Hey Zavala, we found it. Big Vex. Bigger guns.
I mean, if I ever get Destiny 2 and I make a Titan, I would definitely keep its exotic weapon on it, because it's really cool. This is like a first primary weapon slotted machine gun from the first Destiny. So yeah, that would definitely stay on it. No, this is empowering Rift, so useless. Yeah, increased weapon damage ain't very good if you die while shooting. At least in my opinion. And did they just make me waste my super?
Hey, what's happening to the floor?
They did. Those little bastards.
It's switching guns.
And I see that Destiny also never bothered to take out the... No, well, they don't have all the items and stuff unlocked, so I can't say if it's in or not, but... I think these guys may be their first time playing Destiny. That's okay. Did not mean to do that. I'm gonna have to get used to not being able to hold down the circle button. I hate being the last person left, because then if you die, everybody blames it on you. Like, hey, you didn't exactly leave me in a good position here. Hope I actually remember to unmute my mic.
Another drop. I think you hurt the mine. Don't let up.
Whee! And maybe I should switch to my submachine gun more often. This assault rifle, wow, cool, tends to go through ammo a lot faster than I'm used to. Two assault rifles. Never thought I'd see the day. Really, flashbang? Look, get out of my way! Stop bumping into me! Great, I got flashbanged again. Really, empowering Rift is kind of not what anyone needs right now. Switch to the one that gives health and shields! Please, I'm begging you. I know you can't hear me, but I'm begging you. Yeah, no, when I do videos on different games like this, I sort of make a party so I don't freak people out on game chats or anything. Hey, let me see if it's actually true, and if I hold this down. Yep, if I hold it down, it makes the bubble! Alright, so they didn't get rid of it. Now I'm actually curious to try out my, Warlock, to see if I can, still get the Phoenix Rising thing. If I hold it down instead of... No! I died just before it died.
That did it. The modular mine is down.
Well done. Failsafe, what's your assessment of this incident?
Vex records indicate the Cabal discovered the mine and dug into this world to capture it. Had the Red Legion achieved their goal, I estimate a 60% chance this planetoid would
And
be
rocket
destroyed
launchers
in
is still in the
ensuing
game.
battles. Luckily, the captain stepped in.
Huzzah!
Yeah, not gonna happen. Yeah, you ain't sneaking a pre-order out of me. 158 kills. To 65, 46. Okay. This thing has a gun. I'm hoping that means we'll see some space combat. I know it probably doesn't, but I can still hope. So nobody rain on my parade. I'll be very upset if you rain on my parade. I mean, it's literally just a difference between appearance, honestly. The empty socket standard, no modifications. So I'm assuming there is modifications you can put in these. And shaders might be individual things. Yay. That could be interesting. They have a weapon mod section, but all I see is legendary infusion. Which I'm assuming is what you just do with the legendary weapons to get them up levels like you did last time. I wonder if this means I could churn a weapon into a different thing by this. By switching that around. Like if I put that in, can I turn that from an energy into a power into an energy weapon? And if I just take it out and put a regular kinetic damage, can I turn it into a kinetic weapon? Is that the sort of setup? Or... well, I guess that's it, folks. It's late for me. So long, farewell, Alvitas, and goodbye.